Northampton, a town in the East Midlands known for shoes and not much else. But what if there's something worth staying for here? I'm at the Lab Club in Northampton town to try and learn more about the local music scene through those most involved. Welcome to the sound of Northampton. First, what made you choose to start music here in Northampton?
Well, I was born and bred in Northampton, so Northampton is really in my bones. I started in bands when I was a teenager, playing in local venues and meeting local musicians, and I just found the community to be really supportive, and that gave me a chance to sort of experiment and grow. And when my bands, the earlier bands, didn't work out, I had the confidence then to sort of just go and do my own thing. So it was just the natural step to do that in Northampton.
That's actually really cool and quite sweet that you managed to be able to get the confidence through other bands to start your current one, Velvet Engine.
Yes, yeah.
So, did any other local bands help you when you first started out?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, it's a really supportive community. So I was really lucky because I'd made loads of previous contacts from my previous bands. And I was quite lucky that they gave me some support slots quite early on. So that kept me going. And what I would say about the Northampton music scene is that it is really interconnected. So you will know someone that's been in a band with someone. Everyone's been in a band with someone or knows someone who has. And I just think that sense of community is really amazing.
Wow. So it is almost kind of like the film industry where networking can get you everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. But I think you have to be really involved in the scene as well. And that means going to gigs, going to open mics and putting yourself out there.
You can't just stand by and hope for the best. You've got to actually be active.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was very different when I started. We didn't have, oh gosh, it's going to make me sound really old, but we didn't have TikTok. We didn't, YouTube wasn't a massive thing then. We had to go out and play gigs and open mics, and that's how we did it.
Yeah, I'm curious, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you actually been doing this?
So I've been doing it a long time. So I've been doing it around 22 yees, but I've been doing Velvet Engine, I think probably for about 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That is really incredible.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you kind of hear about a local band that's managed to stay together that long.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, I've mostly been a solo act. It's only been the last few years where I've actually properly formed a band.
Yeah.
I've had various members sort of join me throughout the years, but nothing sort of stuck. Because people moved away, they had kind of other commitments and that sort of thing. But yeah, about 2.5 years ago, I think, I formed a band sort of officially. So yeah, it has mostly been me up until then, which is probably why I've done it for so long.
Yeah, cycling through new members probably kind of helped keep it fresh and keep you motivated to keep doing it here.
It does, yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah. So what is your favourite act that you've seen perform here?
That question is so hard for me to answer because I'm very much living in the present at all times. So I'll probably say to you the band that's in front of me is my favourite band that I've ever seen here because I'm enjoying it so much. I know that there's some Tants, who's a klezmer type band from Leeds. They're one of my long-time favourites. Banke, who is playing here next week actually, she's incredible. She's quite new to the scene here. And the Scribes, who recently played, they're really amazing hip-hop duo. But do you know what, I have my mind blown here so regularly that it's almost impossible for me to actually say who my favourites are. My favourite music is live music in intimate venues.
Your favourite music, kind of just whatever you get to hear.
Yeah, basically, because it's all about the atmosphere and the magic in the room is just amazing. It's about the experience for me. That's
a really cool way to think about it. And then how do you promote the lab and its service?
So there's a variety of different ways. We're a members club, so our first way is on our membership email. So we try and have as many people that come in sign up to be a member, and they get an email every week with information about what's on. Social media is the next one. Our main platforms are Instagram and Facebook, because we do have very varying audiences in age and backgrounds. So that's our main ones that we tend to go to. and again, we'll post every week.
Yeah, that is really cool. And you mentioned that there is a really wide age range of people who enjoy beer here. Like I myself can like vouch for that, because I've heard of people coming here from like grandparents all the way to like 14-year-olds. So the range is just really incredible.
Yeah, I mean, my kids are 4 and 8, and they've really enjoyed some gigs here recently. And so, yeah, I would even widen that age range.
Yeah. And then what would you do to improve the local music scene?
That's a really difficult question. I mean, we're always trying to improve the scene, like on a day-to-day. And I suppose that's by like the quality of acts that we're bringing, the accessibility. That's something that we're working on, is making it more accessible to disabled people, deaf or partially hearing and sighted people. So like the diversity aspect of what's on offer and of who can access it, that's something that we're really looking to improve.
Yeah, that's really cool, because deaf people at a music venue definitely is a very foreign idea to most. It doesn't really make sense if you don't think about it much.
Yeah,
because people just think, oh, they can't hear it.
Yeah, and that's something that we're working on. Like at the moment, we're trying to book ourselves a deaf awareness course, and we're like, some of us are learning basic sign language, and we're looking into how like we can put on a deaf rave and stuff like that, and just learning about all of that at the moment.
That's really cool. Accessibility is something I love, so it's very cool that you're trying to get into that. Finally, this is probably a very obvious answer, but would you recommend people check out local artists and local venues?
Yes, absolutely. We're spoilt for choice, really. We've got some amazing venues like the Lab. What I love about the Lab is that it's one of the first gigs that I played was at the Lab, and I think it's really open to new musicians as well. There's obviously the Black Prince, which is an amazing music venue, the Bradlaugh, even more intimate venues like Coconut Paradise and Old Grocery Espresso. They've all got something really unique to offer. And in terms of bands and local musicians, I mean, I've got loads that I can shout about. There's that Joe Payne, and I'm not just saying that because I've recently joined his band, but he is really amazing, and I think everyone should watch him because he's just a star. But I'd also give a shout out to Freya Rose, In Atoms, Verda. There's literally so many to choose from. And to be honest, there are gigs pretty much every day, and it is impossible to go to every single one, but I think if you show up every now and again, it's going to make a massive difference.
Talking to these people has been really incredible. See how passionate they are about the local music scene. It's really inspiring. I know I haven't heard about a lot of the bands and local venues that they mentioned, but I really want to check them out, and I hope you guys too. Thank you first to Sandy and Kirsty for actually letting me interview them, and thank you to you guys for watching.